Okay. I think we're live. Hold on. Let me just. Yes, we're live. Okay. Hey, everybody. Everybody hear me? Say hey.
Hey.
Okay. Let me start sharing in my little groups here. So all the moms, let all the moms know, dads know, whatever. It's on my page live. So you'll be able to share. All right. Okay. Watch party. All right. All right, let's start. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the People of Power show. This is the Sunday night senior edition. I call you all the pupils of power. I want to thank everybody for joining me. And you know, it's funny because I was a little nervous coming on my show today because like usually I'm like, you know, kind of laid back and cool. And I'm like, you know, the kids coming on the show tonight. I got like 6 of them. And it's crazy because you all are doing such an amazing job. Your parents are super proud. And I know you all kind of, you know, y'all judge us on a little higher standard. You know, when they say you want to hear the truth, you hear from a child or a kid or a teenager or a young adult. So I know the pressure is up for me. I had to put on, you know, my little new wig. I had to look decent for y'all tonight. So how y'all doing tonight? Everybody doing okay?
Very good. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. So I'm gonna allow, I'm live on my phone too. So I'm gonna see some of the questions and some of the love. So as people start shouting you all out, I'm going to let you know because I don't know if you'll see it, but you'll probably be able to see it later. So I asked the community to please join us tonight for the special edition of the People of Power show. And, you know, as a mother, like I was telling you all before, I'm a mother of a junior. So I wasn't affected like your parents were, but I kind of am still affected because I see what's going on in the community. I see the heartache. I see the concern. I'm actually sitting down with the superintendent of the school board on Thursday this week because I want to talk about some stuff, but neither here or there. I know you all are doing amazing. You look amazing. And I want to just go down the line. I'm going to start with ladies first. Okay, gentlemen, is that okay? Y'all okay? Okay. All right. I'm going to start with the ladies first and we're going to do our little intro and I'm going to call your name out and we know the rules. We know what to do. And then we're going to go back and we have some more. So again, as the people are showing you all love, I will let you all know. But I'm going to start with the first lady I see on my side, and that's Kenedra. Hey. people might remind you, but people may remember you, but we'll get into that later. But just let us know who you are, the school you represent, and your GPA and all that good stuff so we can start off.
My name is Kenedra Bolden. I attend the Royal Palm Beach Community High School where I am a senior. I'm a part of 14 different clubs and organizations without the community, and I uphold 5 officer positions. So that's a little bit about me. And
wait a minute, you're 14 what?
14 clubs and organizations.
Okay, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? Do you get sleep?
I get sleep.
Okay.
I'm also a part of the medical academy at my school, and by the time I graduate, I will have had 8 certifications. I'm already a certified EKG technician, a certified CMAA, a certified CPR. I'm Microsoft Word certified, PowerPoint, Excel, but yeah. I don't know.
All right. Well, look. I better see some hearts on that live. I better see some hearts from the parents and the community on that one. All right. Jayla, did we lose you, Jayla?
Oh no, sorry.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're up next.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jalen. I'm in over 10 clubs and organizations. My primary club is band. I'm a dancer. My college is undecided yet. I will reveal that July 19th, so please look out. My GPA is a 3.2, and also I'm a people person and I just love to help others.
All right. You're in 10 clubs?
Over 10.
Over 10. My God.
And organizations.
All right, ladies. Y'all showing up. Okay. All right. So let's go to Sky.
Hello, my name is Sky Henson. I will be graduating from Inlet Grove Community High School. I'm currently in the pre-law program. I also am in Honor Society Student Government Association, certifications in Photoshop and Microsoft. I've been part of cheerleading as well, and I have a 3.5 GPA. As far as college goes, I decided on Southeastern University in AB, Florida. My major is going to be at college. Along with college, I received the Dean Scholarship, $64,000, and another $2,000 scholarship. Recently got accepted to the Fischler Academy program for early education.
Wow, congratulations. That's excellent. All right.
That's good.
Okay, Sean, you're up next.
Hi. How y'all doing? My name is Sean Williams. I attend Palm Beach Lakes High School. My GPA is 3.0. After high school, I plan on going to the Army Reserve and going to barbering school and getting my barber's license.
So let me ask you a question, because that's interesting. When I hear that young people want to go to the reserve, what was that decision like for you?
It actually looked fun, and I really feel like the recruiters did a good job recruiting. Like, they really bought me.
See, I always like skip that table. When I was in school, I skipped that table. I'm like, no. When I hear young kids, want to do that, I think it's admirable. One, it takes guts, but I just always want to know, like, what drew you in. So you said it was the recruiters that was kind of gave you the incentive.
I kind of want to get over like fears and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And I'm really afraid of heights, and you have to do like really tall mountain climbing thing, jump off.
So do you know which branch you're going in?
Yes, I'm going to the Army.
Okay, so you still got to jump. Oh, I was thinking like the Air Force. So you still got to jump off stuff?
Yep.
Oh no. Okay, well, we're gonna keep you in. We're gonna keep you in prayer, Sean. You're gonna be okay. But we're gonna keep you in prayer on that one. All right, Corey, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you again for having me on the show, Ms. London. My name is Corey Nearing, and I attend Dreyfus School of the Arts, and I'm in 4 clubs at Dreyfus. I run track. I'm in the chorus at Dreyfus, and I have 2 clubs outside of it. I'm in the Men of Tomorrow program, where I take role as vice president, and I'm also in an Explorer program for the West Palm Beach Police Department. I've been in it since my freshman year. And after high school, my plans are to attend Palm Beach State for my first year in a link program to Florida Atlantic University. And the reason why I decided to stay was to participate in the cadet program at the police department. So when I turn 18, I'll go into cadets.
So you're going to be a police officer, Mr.?
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am. I want to be a law enforcement officer.
Okay, so I see when y'all do this scary stuff, I just got to ask, like, what's your passion? Well, like, what made you want to do that?
The Explorer program, definitely. My freshman year, my sophomore year, my junior year, I wasn't into it as much, but I just really think we go to this thing called the Academy, where we're exposed to police-like things, heights and stuff, and it just looks so fun. I'm a hands-on person. I like to move all the time. I can't just be in one spot. So I think that would be a really great thing for me. I just really want to do it.
Wow. Now, let me ask you a question, because you all do so much. Like, y'all wore me out with the clubs on the bottom, bro. I'm just telling you, y'all wore me out. I can't even imagine. I do a lot, okay? I know your moms or dads probably can tell you, but no, y'all got me beat like 20 times. So does anybody hold a job doing all this?
Yes, I have a.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Okay, go. Let's go, Corey. Let's go with you, because you were like, you have a job as well?
Yes, ma'am. I work at Chick-fil-A.
Well, I know. I saw you, man. How you're See, I knew you were polite when I Chick-fil-A. Okay. Pleasure. Okay. All right. Khadijah, you have a job as well?
I had a job. I do summer jobs. Like,
okay.
I work over the summers because I do take honors courses. I take AP classes, so my mom doesn't allow me to work during school, but I like having a job.
Okay.
No.
And Jayla, you have a job?
Yes, I used to work for the city of West Palm, and I used to also work for Chick-fil-A, but my mom wouldn't allow me to work this senior year.
Okay, well, because that's a lot. You all doing a lot. And Sky, you working too?
Yes, I have kids that I just started as well. So a lot.
Wow. And Sean, I know you cut hair and do a lot. So you
I've only worked summer jobs, like The city of West Palm Beach. I work at City Hall.
And I'm asking that for a reason, because I know that this video will circulate later. And I always like to use examples. I don't know if you all heard the saying that we all have the same 24 hours, right? Like everyone has the same 24 hours. And you have people who will say, I can't do that. I can't be in 2 clubs, or I can't work. I can't go to school. I can't maintain a GPA. So right now I have 5 people who are showing people that it can be done. And I commend you all for doing everything that you're doing. And like I said, I'm hoping and praying that I'm getting some heart, some love. And everybody who is watching the video, please, let's equate these views to shares, because this is our future. These are the leaders of tomorrow that we're sitting with. And I want you all to promise me something, because I know you all are going to be huge in whatever field you go in, that I can always get an interview later. Is that a deal? That when you all...
Yeah.
Okay, no matter how popular you get, no matter how famous you get or how rich you get, I can always get an interview. I don't want to hear my people, you got to talk to my agent. No, I want, because we peeps now, right? Okay.
Right.
All right. So with all this going on, and we're going to talk to you, Kenedra, in a minute, because you're doing something amazing. But I want to kind of get to know how you all are feeling. I know that, we're concerned about you all, because this is major. When I was going to school, we look forward to Grad Bash. We look forward to the prom. We look forward to all the senior activities. And, unfortunately, it's been kind of cut short for you all. Now, I'm not saying that it won't happen. Everybody's kind of hoping. I know our principal at Palm Beach Lakes is really adamant about calling and let us know prom will happen. We just don't have a date. So it's in graduation. But I know right now we have to do it in an untraditional way. And only good thing I think about this is because if you've ever known someone, let's say when you were younger and they got injured during their senior year, let's say they got sick or they got in a wreck, they could not do anything. And it was the only one. So they saw all their friends turn up, they saw their friends happy, but this time everybody's going through it. Like everybody on this feed is feeling the same way. This is like a global thing. So that's the only thing that kind of makes me feel a little okay, right? Because it's like everybody's going through the same thing. I want to kind of get to know, how you individually are feeling and coping with it. And like I said, I think for people that are watching, this way, we can understand how you're feeling and we can pour into you differently because everyone's feeling a little different. So I'm going to start with you, Sean. How are you feeling and how are you coping through this?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been taking it hard. I didn't like that we couldn't have everything that every other senior has had like that. Like we the first seniors in history not to have and stuff. And people who know me know I like to dress and stuff. So I was really looking forward to prom and grad bash, all that type of stuff. And I didn't want to end the senior year like I didn't know it was going to end. I would have, like told all my friends goodbye and stuff. We might not see these people all the time.
Right.
Everybody going on.
That's understandable, and that's an honest answer. And I know we're feeling you right now because I can see the sincerity. So, I hope and pray that something happens quickly, that, they can do a quick turnaround. But I just want you all to know, like I said earlier, that we're here for you. The community is here for you. And if you have any kind words you would like to say to Sean and give him some inspiration, please type it in the feed so he will see it later and just lift his spirits up. So Sky, how are you feeling?
Well, actually, like I said before, my experience with it has been a little different. Like, for instance, at Inlet, I only had 4 classes, and like, they really wasn't that much work because as a senior, you don't have that much work. Like, if you have all your credits and things like that. So now that we're in virtual school, it really just like it's more work than they were given in school. I'm not sure if it's more so to make sure that the seniors that didn't quite have credit will catch up or whatever the case is. But it's a lot more work than it was for me when I was in school. And as far as prom and things go, I'm sorry, but I'm so glad that I was being cheap and I didn't pay for anything yet because I didn't know this was gonna happen, but I hadn't paid for grad bash, I hadn't paid any of those things yet. And I didn't because so many of my friends were like, oh, I got this dress made in Atlanta. I got all this stuff for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now they're not able to have that. And, you know, they express those, you know, that they're disappointed. They're not able to, you know, because these are people that have been planning this for months, a month ahead of time. And as far as online school goes, a couple of my other friends have expressed to me that they've kind of been on the verge of giving up because they kind of feel like their senior has far from them. And, you know, expect us to pay like senior dues, junior, you know, because they say that it's like the mailing of our cords or whatever the case may be. And they're trying to now set up a virtual graduation, which I really don't see the point in, because it's like, whether it's like online, it's not going to be the full like effect of how it would be if we were at the fairground. Our family could be able to come. I had family that was planning on flying in to be at my graduation, but I was really not. So that's my experience.
Okay. And I have someone saying, yeah, their daughter complains of having more work to do as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're getting some information from the community. Okay, Jayla, how are you feeling?
Honestly, I think that Corona actually helped me because I didn't have time to do stuff for me that I needed to do to get to where I need to be in my next level of life. I was also doing other stuff in school. Like, it was never enough time in a day. By the time I get home, I have to do my homework and I eat and I go to sleep because I just came from practice at 8 o'clock or I got out at 10. But I am sad about my senior year. I'm pretty much over the fact of prom now. That's not really weighing me down anymore. It was more so grad bash and graduation because I like to dress up and get my hair and nails done. And I haven't had my hair or nails done in about 3 months now.
That's everybody, right? I think that's everybody right now.
And I wanted to walk across the stage because that was a big moment for me because I will be the first one on my dad's side to, you know, graduate.
And you still are graduating, so that's a good thing.
Well,
yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay.
I just feel like the virtual graduation is like not really what I earned, and plus we're still doing work, more work than we did in school, and it's like we're not getting the credit that we deserve.
And can I add on something?
Yeah, of course.
And it's like the way that we're getting to work at home, it's not like we're learning it. Well, I'm not learning it. I'm not gonna say.
Right. We're not learning it. Like, our teachers sit on the computer with us for those 50 minutes, don't say nothing. We all turn our cameras and mics off, then they tell us to do the assignment when we get off. It's really pointless.
Yeah, it's like it's not teaching us anything, and it's
like we're at silent lunch.
So, you know, this is interesting coming from you all because you're seniors. So you think about it, like, I would say, because this pretty much happened like almost in the last 9 weeks of your senior year. So you've really come to a point where you finished maybe, if I gave it as a percentage, 85% of your school life pretty much. So if you're feeling like this and you pretty much, you know, kind of know everything, because really almost at the last 9 weeks, you could really graduate. Half of the people have their credits already. So you can imagine the kids that are like in the 9th grade or 6th grade, and they're like lost. And they're like, you know, they still got all these years to go. That's crazy. But I'm glad you said this. And I will be talking to the superintendent. So this is really good that I'm talking to you all before I interview him on Thursday to kind of get some of your input. How are you feeling, Corey?
Well, that last day of school, it was like, I think it was like the week before spring break. So I was just like, oh, we get another week off of school. It won't be that big of a deal. I just thought it was just that thing that just comes and goes. But then I was just thinking how fun it was going to be at home for that 1 week. But after it just kept getting worse and worse, it hit me. Like, for a week, I was really sad. I was like in my room, like, we're not going to have prom, we're not going to have grad bash. And then the graduation really hurt. It's like, we've worked so hard, and we're the first class ever to not walk across the stage. And it really sucked because I know all of us in here have worked super hard for that opportunity. So
like one of the
biggest Yeah, and then in class, we're literally not learning anything. The teachers log on for that time. All you do is talk, and then we just do the assignment and turn it in. So,
like, this is alarming to me. And this is why I wanted each of you to talk and tell me. But this is a common like area. So, community, I hope you're listening, because we really need to address this. Because you all go to school, so it's not like the same school, the same teacher. These are different schools.
Right. Like the work, it doesn't even, some of it doesn't even have to do with class. It's like busy work. It's like a big load of busy work. That's what it is.
Baby, they upload assignments at 12:30 in the morning. We be
sleeping. Way late at night.
That part.
Way late at night.
Today is something I got to email. Oh, this is something tomorrow. Can I have a weekend, please? Like,
and when we tell them that we have other things to do outside the classroom, this is your home, so you should be able to do it when that's ready.
And see, you remember, and Kenedra, we're definitely gonna get to you. So, but I just want to make sure I don't forget. So you remember when I was talking to you all before we got in home, I'm like, it seems like you all got a good deal. And see, this is how we as parents think, right? So this is why it's real important to talk to you all, because I'm thinking of, well, you get to leave, early, right? You get to come in late. You're off on Fridays. Like, to me, I feel like that's an awesome deal. But now that you're kind of unraveling the story, I'm feeling bad now. Like, I gotta really sit down and talk to myself, because again, my son doesn't complain. But see, this is where the issue is. A lot of you have you all complained to your parents, or you kind of just taking
every day?
I don't complain. I
don't complain. But
I always tell them.
I complain, but I do my work because I just feel like it's almost over. Like,
right. You know what's crazy? Like, so now for our quarters move a little bit quicker. So we're now in the last term, which is 8, and the seniors still have to do work. Like you have to work up until senior sign out. So our senior sign out has now been moved from May the 8th to May the 15th now. So we have to still do work, even if this is our like pretty much last term for high school. It's crazy because, like you said, some of us already have our credits, so we really don't need to do that.
We really just doing busy work.
Busy work, okay. So, Kenedra, how are you feeling?
Well, at first, I was really like, dang, like that was our last day. But now, honestly, I'm making the best out of everything. Like, for graduation day, I done told my mom, like, we're gonna fill the house up with food, and I'm gonna walk across my living room just like walk across the stage. I'm gonna make the best out of it. I'm gonna be my own valedictorian at home, because who else gonna be the valedictorian? I'm gonna make my own. So I'm just trying to make the best out of it. But they are giving more work than what's really being. Well, it's not really more work for me. It's just like they're just giving work, and like they expect us to know it, and they're not teaching it.
So kind of like you're kind of self-teaching yourself.
Right. I still have tests. Like my math teacher
have tests as well.
Yep.
So you can imagine if you're complaining and you all are like 1 foot out the door. Could you imagine what the juniors and the sophomores?
Well, I don't really think it's not the same to me, because I feel like
they have another opportunity, so
right.
They take everything as a joke when we're the only ones who really are in trouble. Like, they sit there, some don't go to class, some do go to class. We have no choice but to go to class.
Right.
And I mean, unless you want to repeat a grade, that's crazy.
Right.
I wouldn't suggest that on anybody. So I would tell any of you all, I mean, I know I'm not really worried about you all, but I would just say anyone, those 3 words, don't give up, because I'm telling you, don't give up. I know it's hard, but you got to keep, especially you all. Like, I know I hear seniors, like you said, they just halfway giving up. And it's like, why would you want to repeat another grade just because of things that are going on? You got so much potential and so much future. I know this is hurtful, but trust me when I tell you this, you have something greater that's going to happen. It's really, like you said, for some people, it's made them stronger. For some people, they've come up with a business. And like Kenedra, that's a perfect segue for you, because if this had not happened, I don't know if you would have had that group in you. So please let us know the title of your group, what it's about, how you came up with it, how we can support you, and just give us a whole rundown on it.
Okay, so the title of the group is Adopt a Palm Beach County High School Senior. And the purpose of the group was really to have people out of the community, strangers, to empower seniors, because a lot of my friends were down. Like April 18th was supposed to be our prom. April 19th, I had made the group because everyone was texting, was like, oh my gosh, like everybody was really upset and sad. So I figured, like, I'm usually the only person that's always laughing. But so I figured, like, I should start something so the community. So I talked to my mom, my mentor, and my cousins, and my friends, and then I just made it. First it was me and my friend had did something on Instagram, and then I just made a Facebook group, and then it blew up. Like,
yeah, so you have like 6,000 members already. So for people who don't know what. Because, you know, when you think of adopting someone, when I think of it, I think of you taking full responsibility over that individual, right? And I see these, like, I adopted so-and-so. So can you tell us what the adoption process is? And when you do adopt someone, what do you have to do?
Okay, so to become eligible for adoption, you have to post a summary about yourself, practically just telling people your achievements, your accomplishments, so people in the community can see you. You can practically be showcased. Even if they are not adopting you, it's still people in the community that are congratulating you, hearing out your story. So you do that with pictures, and then to adopt someone, you just simply come under their photo, inbox them, inbox the parent. Okay, keyword a parent. You got to talk to a parent to make the adoption official. Practically, when you're an adopter, you give the senior encouraging words. Some people are adopting seniors that went to the same college with them in the same career, so they become kind of a mentor. I know a lot of people who have adopted who have became mentors, and gifted with a gift of encouragement, such as receiving items for their dorms, college gear, or etc. But do not give them money. Money is not an option. This is not a money thing. We all need money, but it's about the cause right now. And it's about really encouraging people, not just giving them money, because a gift actually requires thought.
Okay. And are there still people that need to be adopted or room for more adoptions?
It's always room for more adoptions. Seniors are posting by the minute, and they're getting adopted by the minute. So, like, the page is very active, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah, that's a whole nother job in itself. I was going to tell you guys, you do your jobs. I'm like, that's a job in itself. I wanted to see if I was seeing, okay, so, you know, I'm getting people saying you're amazing. And this is to all of you all. So just want to let you know. And so they have it here in California as well. So, and I know someone mentioned you started this idea here. Make sure, because that's why I put the founder. Make sure you get your props, young lady, because we don't want anyone to steal your idea. I know people that do that.
It started in so many different counties. I mean, Hendry, Okeechobee, St. Lucie, Leon. I mean, it went all the way to Fredericksburg, Virginia, Kentucky, Miami-Dade, Orange County. Like, I can't even explain how many counties, but let the blessings flow. I'm not here for the applause. I was just here for the cause. Like,
that's right, girl. Let them know. But you know, I had someone. The reason why I mentioned that is because I saw someone put underneath when you shared it, and they said, I don't know who it was, but shout out to you, because I didn't even think about that. It was like, make sure you tell them to help copyright it or whatever. So I was like, I'll mention it to her, but it was under the post when you shared it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll say it while it's on there.
Right. And also we have a scholarship. We have a scholarship. I raised the $500, so it's a book voucher for any senior that participated. You're eligible for the book voucher. We're also planning a senior picnic. I haven't released any dates or anything. I just told you guys we were planning it. But after the coronavirus and the county reopens, we will be having a picnic where it will be kickball, food, games, and just a good time for adopters and seniors of Palm Beach County, even if you didn't participate. And then the raffle for the scholarship will be there. So be there.
So let me ask you all something. If they plan a future prom or graduation before August. Are you all down? Are you gonna do it?
I'm not going.
I don't care no more, honestly.
No more?
No, ma'am. It's not gonna be the same, and I feel like nobody's gonna go. A lot of people have cussed out their stylists and all types of stuff.
Not cussed out the stylists.
Yeah,
they don't want to give nobody their money back.
They probably labeled it as act of God.
My designer took my money.
Oh Jesus. Lord, help the stylists not take the monies away from the children and their mama. Please, Lord, help them. Okay, I hear Keisha in the background. Let me just say, I want to and I asked them to do this, and I want you all to think, because your parents are watching you, right? But I want you all to think long and hard as I read these to you, because I wanted them to give you a note. You know, I told them you can write a sentence or two about your child, what do you think is special? So they did that. And I want you in return to, after I read, I'm going to go by each of you. Kenitra, is your mom there? Where's your mom? Is she there with you?
She went outside. She's
oh Lord. See, I wanted her to inbox me. That was the thing. I didn't want you to be the only one without a note. But tell her.
She said that she sent it.
Oh, I didn't get it yet. Okay, well. All right. I was gonna tell her she could do it on live. But anyway, let me just make sure. Okay. So Sky. Where you at? Oh, right there. Okay. This is from your mom. She says, Sky is more of a blessing to me than I am to her. Oh, that was sweet. Did you understand those words? So that means, you know how like when we have you all, we feel like, you know, you're a blessing, but she feels like you are the blessing. You are the blessing. So you feel like she's a blessing. She's like, no, ma'am, you are the blessing. I want you to know that your mom said that about you. So I want you to think, because I'm going to come back to you, and I want you to give your mom a message, okay? All right, going down. Kaylin. All right. From your mom. Words can express the joy that is in my heart as we celebrate this milestone. I am overwhelmed by your accomplishments and will always be your #1 fan in all of your future endeavors. Oh, that was from your mom.
Thank you.
That was sweet. All right. All right, for the guys. Hold on. Let me just, okay, hold on. Okay, so Corey, well, you got a paragraph here. What's special about CJ? So they called you CJ. Is his way with people. He's charismatic, attentive, caring, friendly, supportive, and always positive. Literally, everyone that comes in contact with CJ falls in love with him. How do you feel about him? And honestly, is indescribable. But in a few words, we are beyond proud of CJ, excited for his future, and love him more than we could express. We literally will give our lives for him. Wow, that's deep. All right, hold on. I got one more. For Sean, your mama right there near you, so you can hug her in a minute, but I want you hold on one second. Okay. She says that I will always love him, always see the good in people and things, and he's a giver at heart and truly exemplifies love for people. All right. Look at her, you looking at your mama. Okay. All right. Okay, so Sky, what would you like to tell your mom?
I want to say thank you, Mommy, for everything that you've done for me. Really appreciate you instilled in me early on that failure was never an option. I really appreciate the fact that you that has done nothing but mold and build me into the person that I am today. And I also thank you for showing me what a woman looks like and taking care of for yourself. And just letting me know that as long as you never give up, anything is in your possible. And I am who I am today because of you.
All right, girl. You practiced that, didn't you?
I already had it in my head.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jayla, what tell your mom.
I would like to tell everyone, including my mom, that I am a product coming out of a single house home, and that you don't have to be a statistic and not have both parents in the house, and that you don't have to be labeled to society, that you can't do the great work of the Lord and your parents. That is me.
All right, go ahead, girl. Okay, Kenedra, what you want to say to your mom? So we gotta figure out a way for her to say that, but I know what you want to say to your mom.
I love my mama to death. Like, that is my whole heart. I thank her because of what she instilled in me and what she raised me. This is the reason why it's happening. That's the reason why I have the heart that I have, because that's something that my mom instilled in me. I thank you for showing what a strong, hardworking woman looks like. Mom had me as a single mom, but she always worked hard to do everything that she does and do and did. And I'm just so thankful just to have her as my mother. And I love my mama, y'all.
Look, they're gonna be on the line saying, who cutting onions up? I'm tearing up over here. Okay, Corey.
I love my mom to death. Literally every time I tell her I love her, she'd be like, I love you more. And I'd be like, I love you more. Because she always fight me about it. But I love her more. So I just want to thank her for everything she's done for me, because she's literally my rock. I'm a mama's boy, so that's what everybody calls me. Like, I love my mom to death. Like, I do anything for her. I always pray for her. She's like a successful black woman, and I love to see that. I love to see successful black women doing successful things, because it just means a lot to me to have that type of mom, because not a lot of kids have those type of moms. So I'm just really blessed to have her.
Oh, who's cutting the onions? Oh. All right, Sean. Huh?
My mom said, please check your inbox, because she wrote her letter.
Okay, let me hold on. Okay, go, Sean. I'm gonna check my inbox, but it's your turn, Sean.
I really love my mama too, guys. And like, a lot of people don't know, my mama came from a long way. Like, I look at her like she made it, because she came a long, long way from a whole nother person. How she carried herself, business level, on a personal level. And I do thank her for pushing me and being hard on me with a lot of stuff, like joining stuff and stuff like that. Because as I got older, I got lazy. And I didn't want to do a lot of stuff, but my mama pushed me to do a lot of stuff that helped me shape the person I am.
Oh, now see, I love this, because guess what? This video will never die. 20 years from now, your moms will look at this video and remember. When they get mad with you, they can look at this video and remember. You know how that is, right? You know how we forget, we get mad, and we have to remember this video. So I do have it, Kenedra. Let me go ahead and read it. I'm a little blurry. I'm a little teary-eyed over here, so my eyes a little blurry. So tell your mom if I mess up on some words. I'm sorry. So she says, to my only daughter, Kenedra Bolden, I see the many unique talents and gifts you have to share. I see your brilliance, your enthusiasm, and how deeply you care. Words cannot describe how proud I am. As your mother, I promise that I will always be in one of three places: in front of you to cheer you on, behind you to have your back, and next to you to know that you're not walking alone. Kenedra, you are truly a blessing from God. Always remember how much you're loved. Love, your mom. Now that is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Did I think I needed some tissue tonight? All right. Okay, so I know I'm over here still crying, child. Look at you. Y'all got people crying on live. Your Latoya, your mama crying, Corey. Lord, okay. So I want to show you all something real quick, because I do have a special guest coming on. Are you familiar with a gentleman? And if you're not, please Google him after the show. Have you ever heard of a gentleman named Walter Bond? I know you're young, you may not have heard, or you may have heard Walter Bond. Okay, so Walter Bond, I'm going to let you see a real quick video. Real quick, hopefully this thing works, because I've never shared a video before, so pray with me, y'all. But I want to show you something real quick, and then he should be joining us. But that was a surprise. I have special friends in special places, and I told them I wanted you all to get some inspiration, because he's a person that motivates people around the world. He's a former NBA player, and he is he's very successful now. He has a book out now. He's going to tell you the title. I have the book. I think it's The Sharks, but it's a great book. I have the title. I did it. So just 1 minute. I'm going to try to see if I can share this screen real quick so you can see the video, and then he should be joining us in a minute. So hold on real quick. All right, let me just try over here. It's gonna be the wrong screen, but bear with me. So you all see this screen, right?
Yes.
The YouTube screen? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing something right. I ain't lost you yet. Hold on. Okay. Can y'all hear the video?
No, ma'am.
I can hear it. Can you hear it?
I can. I can hear like it's very low. Maybe
I hear a little bit. It's low.
Yeah, I was reading the captions.
Hold on. You hear it?
No.
You can't hear it?
No, ma'am.
You have any speakers, Nick?
You hear
it? No.
Okay. Well, anyway. Hey, Walter.
How you doing?
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Listen, I tried to make it work and it didn't work. All right. Anyway. Well, anywho, listen, right? That was God's way of saying, don't have the video, got the real deal. So anyway, you all, I want to welcome the man of the hour, Mr. Walter Bond. So if you saw the video, you might not have heard anything, but this man right in front of you is awesome. He talks in front of millions of people. I was going to tell him the title of your book, so I was wrong because I have the audio version, but we're going to talk about your book real quick. But I asked him to sit with you all just a few minutes. And like I said, Google him when we're done so you can see how awesome he really is. But for him to sit with you all for this time, I'm telling you, you're blessed right now. So I want to just say thank you for joining us, Mr. Walter Bond.
You know, thank you, Kitty. I don't say no to Kitty. So
no.
Here, and, I always seem to be in the right place when you make your request.
Listen, I was like at 11, you know how they say the midnight hour? I said, I need someone who can motivate these kids in less than 10 minutes to tell them something that's going to change them. I know no pressure, right? But these kids need something right now because, we're all going through this. I know you know what's going on. You're quarantined yourself, but they've missed out on an opportunity that we can't give them back. And I want to make sure that they are sent off with words of encouragement and not give up and not look at this as, we can't move on from this.
No, I feel you, and hello, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, how y'all doing? Hello, first of all, let me give you a little bit of some backstory on me. I'm from Chicago, and I was a basketball player, and got a chance to play in the NBA, and that was a journey, right? And so I first had to be the best ball player in my neighborhood. Then I had to be the best ball player on the south side of Chicago. And then one of the best ball players in the state, and then the country, and then eventually the world. And there were ups and downs. And let me be clear. I see a Sean, I see a China, I see a Sky, I see a Corey, and I see a Kanidra. Am I saying that right? Let's be clear. The only thing that separates people is this right here. There's tons of smart people in the world, but if you don't have the right mindset, it don't matter. There's tons of talented ball players in the world, but if you don't have the right mindset, it don't matter. It don't matter how good you can sing if you ain't got the right mentality. It don't matter how good you can hoop if you don't have the right mentality. It doesn't matter, you know. So right now, you get a chance to really show what's your mentality. Do you have that mentality to say, you know what, that sucks. I'm leaving high school in 2000. Y'all leaving high school or college? Help me out here. Both.
They're seniors in high school, so they're going to college.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. I know y'all have plans to do big things. I know y'all trying to blow the spot up. You letting folks know, boy, I'm that dude, I'm that chick. Am I talking to the right people?
Yes.
Am I talking to the right people? Y'all ain't letting folks know. Y'all don't even know me. Right? I'm from Palm Beach County. I'm about to blow the spot up. Y'all don't know me yet. Am I talking to the right people?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If I'm talking to the right people, y'all got to hear me. Right now, you get a chance to show everybody what you made of. Let's be real. Let's be real. This is a chance right now for you to show yourself what you made of. I didn't get to graduate. Yeah, you did. You got your paper. Are you going to get your paper to say you graduated high school?
Yes.
Yes.
Wearing the cap and gown ain't the graduation. The graduation is when you complete school. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
The actual cap and gown is just symbolic. You finish. That ain't the real deal. The moment you finish your last test and they said, okay, this student has fulfilled the requirements of such and such high school, whether it's Suncoast, Dwyer, wherever y'all went, Benjamin, y'all got that big money, some of y'all, whatever school y'all went to, the moment you fulfilled your requirement is the day you graduated. It's not the cap and gown.
Thank you.
So for the most part, ain't nothing changed. You graduated high school right here. So honestly, mentally, I'm like, you know, I've been married 26 years. Folks is always caught up in the wedding. I was never caught up in the wedding. That's a one-day event. That's gonna cost a lot of money. I'm concerned about how we're gonna stay together for. That meant more to me than what's gonna happen that day. We spend a whole lot of money at the wedding, but I'm like, what matters are we gonna stay together? Y'all know some folks that are divorced? Did that one day help them right now?
No.
Did that ceremony help them right there? Did they pick the right cake? Maybe they didn't pick the right cake. And since I didn't pick the right cake, I got divorced. Maybe we ain't wear the right colors. I got divorced. We ain't had the right hotel. That ceremony ain't had nothing to do with their marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you wearing a cap and gown ain't got nothing to do with your future. Your future's right here. Your future's about your mentality. Your future's about your mindset. Let me be real. Right now, I'm in business. And it's just as competitive as sports to me. And you got a bunch of business people. They're going to take this excuse and say, man, you know, I was doing fine until the coronavirus hit. I was rolling until the coronavirus hit. And they're going to take that excuse and they're going to run with it. And they're going to tell everybody and their mama, you know, we were rolling until that COVID-19. We were balling until COVID-19. You come ask me, oh, I'm still balling, player. I'm still getting it. You feeling me? That's my mindset. Matter of fact, when I come out this COVID-19, I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be faster. Let y'all other weak folks fall off. I ain't going to be the kid. Ain't going to be this champ. Boy, you hear me? Let your classmates fall apart. Ain't going to be you, kid. China, let your girls get emotional. Ain't going to be you. I'm still on my grind. I'm still on my focus. I'm still going to graduate college. I'm still going to blow up. This little coronavirus ain't nothing but a blip on the radar. You understand what I'm saying? You ever been on the highway and you had to take a little detour? Because the highway was under construction? Right. You still got to where you wanted to go. You ain't say, man, there's a detour, so I'm going to turn around and go back home. You said, dang, I can't get off on North Lake. Okay, well, I'm going to go up here to PGA and turn around and come the other way. I'm still going to the party, right? I had to take a little detour. Let me tell you my story. I was a high school basketball star. Went to the University of Minnesota on a basketball scholarship. My dad was my high school principal. So when I left high school, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was getting it done in the classroom, in the athletic field. All little girls like me. I was that dude. You couldn't tell me nothing. N-U-F-F-I-N. Nothing. I get to the University of Minnesota. My freshman year, I'm sitting on the bench. And I went to the coach. I was like, oh, player, hold up. Wait a minute. Hey, it ain't going down like this. My freshman year, I ain't played at all. And I got a little distracted, stopped going to class. The first time I met adversity. When my year ended, my old man called me and said, man, you ain't play much, why not? And I said, politics, Daddy. It's political. My old man said, what? Politics? How did your coach get paid? Straight up. I was like, Dad, he get paid to win. My old man was like, okay, well, if he gets paid to win, won't he play the players to give him the best chance to win? I was like, probably. You working hard? You staying after practice? Dude, you're a freshman again. This ain't high school. You at a whole nother level. This ain't play no more. Everybody in your squad can hoop. You're playing D1 basketball. So new level gonna require you to do more. I was like, you're right. That next year, Sean, hear me, that next year, I came back most improved player. I got on my hustle. I got on my grind. I got my mind right. A lot of my teammates sit on that bench is like, everybody don't play in the league, coronavirus. Everybody, I'm just going to go to school, graduate. No, my dream was NBA. My dream wasn't sitting on nobody's bench. Every year, y'all hear me, they voted me most improved player every year. You ain't got the corona, China. Come on now, what you doing sneezing, girl? Hey, China, can I come to the computer?
I don't have...
I'm seeing that girl. No, I'm just playing with you. But every year I went to the coach and I was like, basically, like, what do I need to do? I had that question, like, who do I need to become? There's human beings playing in the NBA. They're human. They ain't no robots. They ain't no Martians. What do I need to do? And my coach told me what I needed to do, and I worked on it. And then I came around to my senior year. I broke my foot twice my senior year. My basketball career was over. And my old man stepped in again. Like, yo, man, what's next? I said, Dad, I'm going to be a hospital administrator. He said, wait a minute. You think you're good enough to play in the NBA? And I was like, but Dad, I don't start in college. But, Dad, the NBA don't work like that. Like, I only average 7 points a game in college. But. My man, you think you're good enough to play in the NBA? Straight up. And I was like, yeah, Dad, I do. He's like, man, go for it. And I was like, huh? And I just go for it, man. You don't want to have life, you don't want to live life with regrets. Just go for it. But Dad, I got a $75,000 job. I said, man, you get one job, you can get another one. You told me you was going to play in the NBA. So don't give up, man. Don't quit. You told me you were playing the NBA. I went back to my coach's office one more time. After 4 years of heartache, after 4 years of coming off the bench, after 4 years of the coronavirus, I went in there and said, man, what I need to do to play in the NBA? My coach looked at me and he was like, man, you the toughest player I've ever had. I was like, man, I don't know how to spell quit, man. What do I need to do? He said, if you do 2 things, you can play in the NBA. And he told me what I needed to do. So my message to everybody today, every year I had adversity hit me. But you know what? When adversity hits you back, you got to punch it back. I'm from Chicago. You punch me, I'm punching you back. You still on me, I'm still on you. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I don't play that. Adversity hits you, you hit it back. Coronavirus hits you, what you gonna do? Sit there on the couch and take it, John? You gonna lay in the house crying and say, man, the coronavirus ruined my high school graduation. You gonna say that when you're 35?
No.
Say, man, the coronavirus destroyed my life. I couldn't even march. Is that what you gonna say, Scott?
No, sir.
I can't do nothing. I'm locked up in the house. I can't go nowhere. Kenidra, talk to me. When adversity hits you, you just gonna let that take, just sit there and take.
No, sir.
Thank you.
No, sir.
Thank you. I mean, how you wired, honestly? When I hear adversity, man, I rise up. Something in me, man, I ain't no punk. You understand what I'm saying? I'm straight Southside. I ain't no punk here. These other folks might fall apart. These other folks might be weak, not the kid. I played 8 years of pro basketball. I never started in college. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's unheard of. Never ever happened before. I was the first ever undrafted rookie free agent in the history of the Dallas Mavericks to start opening bank. And only one reason. I was determined, I had a mentality, and I had support. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't all me. I had support, and that's why we do what we do, Kitty. You need support. Success is a team sport. And once I got my legs up under me, I was like, Dad, you right. And when I got done playing pro basketball, I looked around, and the old man was like, what's next? And I was like, Dad, I want to be a motivational speaker. He said, you think you can make a lot of money doing that? I was like, yes, sir. You know what he told me, Sean? Go get it. Go get it. That's all he said to me, Kenidra. Go get it, man. That's what we do. Go get it. You got it in high school. You got it in college. Little adversity ain't gonna stop you. Go get it. You want to be a motivational speaker? Go get it. And that mentality is what I'm about. I'm about the shark mindset. You know why we worried about sharks? Ain't but one fish in the ocean you worry about. If a shark get a hold of you, he gonna leave a mark. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
And let me tell you something. I wrote a book. In 10 months, it was a bestseller. It's about a shark. And let me show you, in the book, we call it the Sacred Six. You guys know the sharks never stop moving or they die? You know that, Corey? A shark is in constant motion, which simply means they outwork every fish. Scott, you willing to outwork every other chick in your position?
Yes.
Come on, Sean, you willing to outwork people? You want somebody to hand you something? Does the world owe you something, or you gotta go get it?
Gotta go get it.
Do you feel like somebody owe you something? Huh?
Well, sir.
You sure? China, somebody owe you something?
Not at all.
Come on, Kenidra. Am I saying everything right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Come on now. Does somebody owe you something?
No, sir.
Thank you. That was my old man gonna tell me, look, bro, you gotta go get it, man. Nobody owe you nothing. Ain't nobody just gonna come out by your house and just hand you success. You gotta go get it. So my whole life, I don't care whether you're facing adversity or not, a shark never stops moving. You guys know sharks only look up, they never look down? You guys know that? If you ever get attacked by a shark, just get beneath it. It don't even notice you. Why? Because shark don't deal with petty stuff. Shark don't deal with no petty stuff.
Period.
They don't deal with petty. Sharks only look up. They never look down. I got people that come to me after they read my book. They're like, "Well, I swim with sharks all the time." People think I'm crazy, but you're right. If you understand a shark, as long as you stay beneath it, it don't bother you. You don't even notice. Y'all know petty people right there. Stay away from petty people. And don't you be petty. I'm going to say it again. Stay away from petty people and don't you be petty. 3, sharks are curious and always learn. Sharks are curious and always learning. You guys know sharks grow about a foot a year? In other words, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to think like a millionaire. I don't think Corey heard me. Corey, did you hear what I just said?
I did just hear what you just said.
If you want to be a millionaire, you got to think like a millionaire.
Yes, sir.
I got CEOs call me, and they want to know what I think. That's pretty cool. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I got CEOs call me and ask me what I think. Because I understand leadership. I understand culture building. I understand selling. I understand people. I understand how to motivate. I understand how people respond. I got casinos, Jersey Mike Subs. We got big companies call me and the business leaders and, "Hey, Walter, what do you think?" You guys ever heard of Miracle Ear?
Can you say that one more time, please?
Miracle Ear.
You ever heard of Miracle Ear?
Miracle Ear.
They make hearing aids. So the national sales director called me, and as soon as the coronavirus hit, everybody's money got jammed up. And he's a national sales director. And I did one video on LinkedIn, all my business network. I say, "Look, man, this is a horrible time to sell. Don't you ask anybody to buy right now. Because if you ask anybody to buy right now, you're going to come across selfish and self-centered. Everybody trying to figure out what's going on. We just got sucker punched by the coronavirus. The worst thing you can do is sell." The national sales director, Miracle Ear, calls me, and I guess he's going to challenge me. Like, "Yo, bro, older people wear hearing aids. My grandmother's 95. She wears a hearing aid. You call my grandmother, you try to get my grandmother to come out of our house, to come to your shop just so you can make some money when they telling everybody 60 and over to stay home. And if my grandmother gets the coronavirus because you're going to try to influence her to come to your store so you can make some money, I'll come in there and sue all y'all." They telling that older people are vulnerable to the coronavirus. You can't be trying to sell that to nobody elderly. If I found that out, I'd snatch the hearing aid out of here. I'd be done with y'all. And I got done. He was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. $1 billion company. Don't challenge me. Man, I do this for a living, bro. I'm a pro. I got videos scoring on Michael Jordan. I'm like, "Look, kid, he can't check me. Kid, they think I'm playing. Check up Mike, ball up top, kid. Let's go." You're a bad boy. I'm just saying. Here's what I do know. Sharks are curious and always learn. You guys know sharks are made of cartilage? You guys know that? They don't have bones, which means they know when to pivot. They know when to change. They know when to shift. The CEO of Jersey Mike Subs called me as soon as the coronavirus hit, and he had read my book. He said, "Walter, we got to pivot. We got to change. You're right. We got to pivot. We got to change." They pay me to send them 2 videos a week. Y'all ever eaten at Jersey Mike Subs?
Yes, sir.
They pay me to make them 2 videos a week. I talk to the franchisees. And I sent a video to the crew who's there rapping your subs. Because they want to know what I think. But when I got done playing ball, guys, I kept reading. Basketball was over. I mean, I have literally not hooped since I left the NBA. And the NBA is my client. I speak to the NBA rookies almost every year. And I go in the room, man, I'm like, man, I don't even know who y'all are. I don't even care. And I write my cell number on the chalkboard, Kitty, and I tell all them dudes, I said, look, man, this is my cell number, but don't call me until you done playing. Call me when you stop making money. Call me when them Instagram models stop calling you. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. Call me when your money gone, in other words. I got you then. They look at me like, wow, man, 5, 6, 7, 8 years later. Hey, Walter, this is, remember you spoke to, yeah, I'm done and I'm broke. I got 5 kids and, I don't know what's next. All right, bro, you clearly didn't listen, but let's see what we can do now. But Sharks know when to pivot. They know when to change. They know when to shift. And so I wanted to come on tonight because Kitty asked me, but honestly, adversity is a part of life, man. Corey, has your life been perfect since you've been born?
No, sir.
Sean, has your life been perfect since you've been born?
Not at all.
Sean, has your life just been perfect?
No, sir.
Kenidra, has your life been perfect? I know you got them flowing pretty braids, but has your life been perfect?
No, sir.
Trying to talk to me. Maybe I missed one. Has your life just been perfect? Every day perfect?
No.
Thank you. People deal with adversity all the time. Folks talking about you. My father was the principal of my high school. And some of them kids was like straight up trying to hate on me. And I knew it. But my old man, the principal. And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta finesse this. Because I can't be the principal's son stealing on nobody at school. That ain't a good look. But I knew them kids were mean. Some of the teachers were mean to me. I had to handle all that. So honestly, I was getting ready for adversity. So when I got to college and adversity hit, my old man was like, look, dude, tighten up. I was like, okay, you're right. Tighten up. And here's my final thought. And I want you guys to be able to ask me some questions. And I wrote about it in the book Swim. And I want y'all to hear me clearly. If it don't challenge you, it ain't gonna change you. Y'all ain't hear what I said. If it don't challenge you, it ain't gonna change you. The founder of Jersey Mike's, you guys know how old he was when he started the business? 17.
Corey's face. It's Sean's face.
I don't know if Sean was listening. He watching TV or something.
No, I heard you. You said the founder is 17.
Yeah, they look like 17. That's my age.
He was 17.
I'm 17.
He was 17 years old when he founded the business. 17 years old. Daddy wasn't around. Matter of fact, Daddy went to jail. It happened to white folks too. We think black folks, only folks got drama. His daddy got locked up. And it was just him and his mama. And he was about to go to college. And he was like, you know what, I'm about to go get this bread.
Found a Bible plan.
And he got his football coach to loan him $125,000 in 1975. That's $750,000 a day. So this dude was so tight at 17, somebody was willing to put down $750,000. You got somebody can loan you that kind of money because you that tight, Corey?
Yes, sir.
So he clearly handled business. You hear me?
I hear you.
He clearly handled business to the point somebody was willing to loan him $750,000 when he was 17 years old. So my question, what y'all waiting on? What y'all waiting on, Kenidra, to blow the spot up? What you waiting on? Corey, what you waiting on? Oh, y'all waiting for the coronavirus to be over. So y'all can go back outside and play. I learned how to play inside. I like to play indoors. It gets too hot out there anyway. I've never worked harder in my life right now, kid. I'm working harder right now because all my competitors, they walk around like this. Do they have a vaccine? When is it gonna be over? I can't wait. Like, I'm grinding, bro. Y'all stuck on social. I'm over here grinding, getting my whole business online. I'm over here grinding, building a coaching program. I'm over here grinding, building training. We just lost a mastermind. I had a dude from Budapest, Hungary, join our mastermind. I'm like, oh, we're going global on this thing, blowing Instagram up, blowing freaking LinkedIn up. We are really taking advantage of this break, and we're on lock with our social media. Follow me on Instagram, Walter_Bonds. And we blowing the spot up. And when this thing's over, it's gonna be the best thing ever happened. Mm-hmm. So here's my final challenge. China, when the coronavirus is over, you gonna be better at
my dancing.
Boom, you can dance in the house.
I do.
All day. I used to hoop all day. All day. I just saw some on J-Lo today on TV. All day.
I do dance in the house, but sometimes I get yelled at.
By who?
My mom.
You tell mama, put your mama in, put her on the screen. Go get your mama. Let me talk to your mama.
He said no, she look a mess.
Tell your mama she might let you dance. You J-Lo. You J-Lo Jr. No, she like, look, don't be good girl. You go sit. She probably say go somewhere and sit your butt down. That's probably what she say.
No, she say
go outside and dance. Hell, go in the backyard or somewhere. Go dance, girl. Dance. Wait till she go to sleep and dance.
I do. And she tell me turn the music down.
Well, wear some headphones. I'm serious. Bottom line, figure it out. Bottom line, figure it out. You don't want to disrespect your mama's house, but bottom line, figure it out. So when this thing is over, I'm telling you, the worst thing you can do right now is nothing, and I'm talking to everybody. This is what I'm telling all my companies. The worst thing you can do right now is nothing. Khadija, when this coronavirus is over, you're going to be better at what?
I'm going to be a better child, student, business person, because I've been really growing and reading a lot more. So I think I'm just going to be better, and I'm willing to change and allow God to change me.
Love it, love it. If I were y'all, you know what I would be doing for real? I'd be figuring out the stock market.
Oh, talking about.
I would be figuring out, okay, how's the stock market work? Because let me tell you something, this economy is so low right now. When this thing starts turning around, some folks who play the stock market are going to take a big ride. I went and bought a bunch of stock, and I'm going to take advantage of the market. Because people who understand the stock market, they make money when the market's up, and they make money when the market is down. You don't think Delta Airlines is coming back? Absolutely. You don't think Marriott Hotel's coming back? Absolutely. I grabbed me some stock in every company that was blue chip, but right now the stocks are undervalued. Which means, could you imagine if you was able to go to Nordstrom and buy some of them pretty dresses for $10 that normally cost $200? And you hold on to that dress, and then you take it back to the store and get that refund. And they be like, man, you turned $10 into $200? Come on, talk to me. Sky, when the coronavirus is over, you're going to be better at what?
My mental stimulation skills and also my entrepreneurship ability. I've actually taken this time to research a little bit more about the entrepreneur field because I have my own business. And I'm now just to increase my income in like a couple of different ways before I turn, a certain age. So I set a goal over this time that we had out of school.
Okay, all right. Well, good. So what do you love to do? What's your passion?
So I'm going to major in psychology in college, but my passion has always been entrepreneurship. I've always known, regardless of what my career was, I wanted to work for myself. Right now, I have a job, but I've started my now actually. But I'm just planning to grow it, and just wherever God me, I'm there.
Okay, so what's your hustle now?
Okay, so my business, I currently sell lashes and phone cases, AirPods, the things that are popular. But I actually thought about the stock market, but currently I don't do it because I'm not 18 yet. So when I turned over, I was actually speaking with my mom about starting a couple of stock shares. So she was kind of telling me about how she did with you, what you did, like a couple of years ago with Snapchat first got popular. She started getting shares into that. Eventually blew up. So, she doesn't touch it. She just lets it. So I watch videos on 10 steps or 11 steps to the stock market. My goal is to, by the age of 20, I want to have at least 5 income. Right now I have 2 going on 3.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, if I were you, let me tell you a quick story. My grandmother used to cook in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. We're talking about back in the 40s, where that's the only way they would let black people work. And these white executives like my grandmother, and these white executives came to my grandmother, who cooked in the kitchen, said, you need to take every dime you got and buy telephone stock because everything is about to go through the phone line. My grandmother listened. My grandmother took every dime she had and went and bought telephone stock. And his company turned into AT&T. Did y'all hear what I said? My grandmother got a fat house. Folks be like, you bought your grandmama a house? I was like, no. She bought her own house. Stock market. Most black folks don't play. Most black folks want to go to the corner store and play the lottery. They want them numbers to hit. What?
They want those scratch offs.
That is seriously, that's not smart. You could take that same money and invest it in the stock market on something like hand sanitizer. You realize how much a hand sanitizing company is growing right now?
Yeah, and bleach.
Bleach, anything to do with cleaning, companies that produce masks. Let's be smart, guys. Think about your house and stuff you use every day. Everybody at home right now. And we're on Zoom right now. You guys know that Zoom stock is going through the roof? Mm-hmm. Yes. You guys know that? I want to challenge y'all. When y'all come out this coronavirus, I want y'all to look back on this and say, ooh, thank God I had this break to really get grinding on something. Whether it's learning another language. Some of you guys might say, hey, I want to be bilingual. You live in South Florida, learn Spanish. Imagine you came out of this thing fluent in Spanish, understanding the stock market. The worst thing y'all can do, honestly, is sit around the house and do nothing. My daughter just got hired by Frito-Lay. Right out of Howard University, all my kids went to Howard. She gonna make 80 grand, and she always loves to bartend. And I was like, hey, you making 80 with Frito-Lay? Why don't you bartend on the weekend? Because in DC, she had a little business called Tipsy. And she bartended on the weekend. She was like, ooh, that's a great idea. I was like, hell, bartend Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. There's tons of folks around here doing house parties and all kinds of stuff. She was like, ooh, man, I could do probably 300 a party. I was like, yeah, you got a good job to save all that money, and that's your first house. She goes, no, that's going to be my first investment property. Get your money. Instead of on the phone, come on. Oh, I'm gonna need some more likes. I need some more shares. Really get your money and see how many likes you get. Get your money. See how many shares you get. And here's my final thought on that matter. In order to get paid, guys, you got to become an expert in something.
Walter, you got to ask Corey and Sean what they gonna come better out of.
Okay, I was gonna start the ladies up. Corey, when you come out of the coronavirus, what you gonna be better at? What's in your hair?
I'm gonna be better at football, policing, and not taking things for granted.
What was the second thing? Policing.
Policing, yes, sir.
What does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement?
Law enforcement. Yes, sir.
How do you do that right now?
Well, I've been studying, I've been looking up questions that are going to be on the police test at the academy, studying certain traffic stop tactics, things of that sort.
Okay, got it. You want to be a cop? Is that your future goal, to be a policeman?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, love it. How about you, Sean? When you come out the coronavirus, you want to be better at?
I want to be better at cutting hair. I've been focusing a lot on cutting hair lately and looking at videos and stuff, and my friends been giving me a chance because nobody really got a haircut right now because of the break. So everybody's been letting me do my thing. And I also want to look at this like, once I get out of this, I want to look at problems smaller because I went through this and this is big. And I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want to look at other stuff like, well, that's nothing. I went through the coronavirus. Like,
I got it. Well, I used to cut hair. And that was a little hustle I had in college. That's how I made money. $5 a cut. I used to cut about 3 hairs a night and go get me something to eat. Take that little fade up, hit that line, and I'm out. So one of my boys in Chicago owns a barbershop. And I almost was going to invest with him and buy the building with him, and it didn't quite work out. But, all these hustles, man, are opportunities to make money. But one thing I got to make sure you guys understand, in order to really be significant and make significant money, you got to become an expert, right? I mean, so if you gonna dance, you got to be the baddest chick in South Florida dancing. If you gonna cut hair, can't nobody do what you do with some clippers in their hair. Yeah, you selling lashes and, my daughters used to go to the mall and get the little thing with the thread needle, whatever they call that thing. What's that called? They needle the eyebrow.
Eyebrow arching.
Threading? Yeah, but they use a needle. They use some thread.
Threaded. That's what they call it, threaded.
Yeah, they said the check like 10 minutes. It was like $40 or something like that. I forgot what it cost.
$30.
No, I can't remember. Bottom line is, whatever you're going to do, if you want to make significant money, I want y'all to hear me clearly. You got to become an expert in it. I mean, I played basketball, and I had to become an expert in it. Right? I mean, literally, I had to become one of the best in the world. I never would have gotten an NBA jersey. So when I left the NBA and I started speaking for a living, I studied the best. And I was like, yo, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, I got to become like them. And now I'm a Hall of Fame speaker. And I get paid well because I'm an expert. So whatever lane y'all choose, it really don't matter. The only thing that really matters is that you commit yourself to becoming an expert at whatever you do. So imagine if you say, look, I'm gonna learn the stock market. Imagine if you become an expert at the stock market. Well, you understand the stock market no different than braiding hair. Like I was watching some one day and the guy was like, oh, everybody knows that when the economy is down, buy gold. And I was like, I didn't know that. So people who understand the stock market, like if I watch a basketball game, I understand the game. Like I know exactly what's going on. If I see somebody speaking, I know exactly what's going on because that's what I'm an expert in, right? So whatever industry you want to be in, don't you stop until you're an expert. Until you know everything, front, back, side, left, right, up and down, everything. Most people don't even want to spend the time to be an expert. And then they wonder why their money ain't where they want it to be. If you want to get your money big, you got to get into an industry and become an expert in it. Does that make sense to anybody? Because
Yes, sir.
honestly, you could just have a restaurant, or you can have an award-winning restaurant. You can have a salon, or you can have an award-winning salon. You can franchise a salon, right? And so when I left the NBA, I had that mentality like, yo, I understand this global thing. Hey, I'm about to blow the spot up globally in this new industry, but I got to become an expert first. And so I understood the process of becoming a pro. Does that make sense? The first time I touched the basketball, I was about 8. I made it to the NBA at 23. That was 15 years of grinding. That was 15 years of hooping. 15 years of working on my left, working on my right, working on my jump shot, working on my handles. 15 years every day. And then I became worthy. Does that make sense? I've been speaking 19 years. And I make great money now.
He charges a lot. So you all are being blessed with this masterclass. I'm telling you. You don't know this now, but I'm telling you, when we get off, Google him, and you'll see that this is a blessing for him to sit. I asked him to do 10 minutes. He went over it, and he charges a lot.
This is what I do. Let's do some Q&A now. Let's do some Q&A. Because this is what I do for a living, honestly. And it ain't even about the money. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping people. And the money I make is a reward, honestly. And I used to hoop for free, right? And one day they paid me, and I was like, okay, cool. But I used to hoop for free. So when you love doing something, it ain't even about the money, right? China, ain't nobody gonna pay you to dance. Right? You love dancing, right?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Let's do some Q&A, and then I'll let y'all go to bed. Y'all look sleepy. What's up?
Okay, so like my question is kind of like a 3-part question almost. So the first being like, after you got out of why did you get out of the NBA is the first question. And then the second question is, once you got out of the NBA, did you automatically know that you wanted to be speaking? And if so, how did you go from wanting to be in the medical field to wanting to speak? And was there ever parts of your speaking career that you felt like you were made the wrong decision, like maybe with money didn't move as fast as you wanted to, and how did you get out of that time?
Well, great question. The first part of your question, I got cut. I mean, the NBA is a very competitive industry, so there's only about 450 jobs, and every year you have a draft. So it's like 60 new guys come in, which means 60 guys get pushed out. And I played in the NBA for 3 years. I did not get drafted, so I was a free agent. And it's really hard to stick when you haven't been drafted because teams don't have to invest in you. So I got cut. You know, I got cut. And then I knew I was going to speak. I just didn't know what capacity. When I played for the Mavericks, I got to know Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey had a comedy club in Dallas. And I was like, man, let me go up. Because I knew I was going to speak publicly. I didn't know if I was going to be a politician, a preacher, a comedian. I hadn't even thought about motivational speaking because I didn't know anything about it really. But Steve Harvey let me go up at his comedy club, and I started motivating people in the comedy club. And he gave me the mic. I mean, he took the microphone back. He was like, man, it's a comedy club. Why are you motivating people? And that night, I was like, that's weird, man. Like, I'm in a comedy club, and I started motivating people. And then, long story short, I used to broadcast for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I hated it. And part of my contract, I had to go around and speak on behalf of the Timberwolves. I would go to Boys and Girls Clubs. I would go to churches. I would speak to the season ticket holders. And I began to enjoy that more than broadcasting. And about 2 years, maybe 3 years, about 2 years after I stopped playing, my wife and I sat down, and we weren't making the kind of money we wanted to make either. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a motivational speaker. She's like, wow, I heard you talk about it. And she was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. I was like, you gonna focus? I was like, yeah. And we launched in about 2001. I mean, the first year was a little slow, and then it just took off. Like literally, like, because we're learners, you know. And once we began to figure out how the game is played, my wife and I are pretty smart at executing simple things. And we always are good with people. We're both likable, which means people give us opportunities. When we make mistakes, it's not that big a deal. You know how it is when you like somebody. You be like, oh man, you know, that's my girl, right? Or that's my dude. Even though he might do something funny or something whack, you be like, that's my dude, man. You tripping. And then you move on. But when you don't like somebody, you be like, oh, she did what? Oh, no. Oh, what? And so we've understood the power of likability, and we've been able to build amazing relationships. And so it was a process, just like basketball. I understand process. I knew I was going to be successful after basketball. I just wasn't sure what. And when I hated broadcasting, everybody was like, dude, you tripping, man. You're an NBA broadcaster. I was like, so I don't like it. And I'm not afraid. I refuse to do something I don't like to do. I mean, that's, I just ain't going to put myself in that spot. I'll walk away before I do something that I don't enjoy. Does that make sense? And when I started speaking, it was like, man, it was like a fish in water. It was what I was meant to do and to be. And I encourage all y'all to try different stuff until you find that thing that's your purpose. And people who saw me play and see me speak, they'll tell me like, dude, even though you played in NBA, this is your real calling. Like, I got the NBA ball players calling me, want me to coach them on how to build a speaking business. Because honestly, I'm built for this. I'm wired to do it. That's why I encourage you guys to figure out what your lane is, get in that lane and become an expert. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any of my fellas got a question? What's up, Corey? Sean, you got a question? Sean, you looking sleepy, man. You ready to go to bed, man? What's up?
No, that's just my eye.
Nah, I got a question. It's not really related, but I want to know how tall you are.
I'm 6'5".
Okay.
Which is short for NBA. The average NBA ball player is about 6'8". So when you're only 6'5", you got to bring it, bro. You got to come with it. I'm literally a little man by NBA standards at 6'5". My kids freak out because all their friends think I'm tall. So when they see me around NBA guys, they're like, Dad, you're little. I was like, I told y'all 6'5" is little by NBA standards.
Mm-hmm. What year did you play?
What year did I play? Early 90s. I played college ball 87 to 91, and then I was in the NBA from 92 to 95. And then I played in Italy, I played in Greece, I played in Germany. And after Germany, we came back to the US and started living in Minnesota, where I played college ball. My wife is from Miami, and so then we moved down this way about 8 years ago. Once we got our paper right, then we moved down here.
So tell us how to get your book too.
Our book's easy. Go to our website, walterbond.com. Maybe I can put it in the chat. Y'all know how to use the chat?
I'll put it in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Mr. Bond, can I ask you one more question?
Sure. Okay, I just put the link in for where you can get the book. We're all on Instagram, all social media, all that. Okay, question, yes.
Okay, so my question is back to the stock market. So let's say we're into our career, so like we're about to start college or whatever the case may be. When do you think is a good time to invest in, as far as your experience goes? How much do you invest or whatever? Because some of the videos that I've watched, they encourage people to only invest how much they're willing to lose. So I know, like, by you being involved in the stock market, I just wanted to know your insight.
Great question, Scott. You know, what I recommend is that most investors have a strategy, okay? And if you do your homework and research, at some point you're going to find a strategy that just speaks to you. And different experts have different strategies, right? And so some people say, hey, they only invest in products that they use. It's that simple. Like, I use Colgate, so I invest in Colgate. Some people, I got a buddy living in West Palm, he's a day trader. I mean, which means he basically buys and sells on a daily basis, which is a lot more risky, but you can make a lot more money. His name is Greg Collier. I don't know. Do you know Greg Collier, Kitty?
Sounds familiar.
Is a dermatologist.
Yes, Dr. Collier. Yes.
Her husband,
okay,
Greg, is a day trader, and he'll do big money. He might buy $50,000 worth of stuff in one day, and if it goes up $2, he might sell it, and now all of a sudden, he made some money just in one day. But day trading, you got to have a strategy though, and it's hard for me to explain because I'm not an expert in it. We just have a 401k. So we have professional managers that manage our 401k, and our 401k has grown tremendously. I can sit around the house for a couple of years if I have to, because we've invested in the stock market via 401k. You got mutual funds, you got stocks. There's safe ways to invest. There's hardcore ways to invest. What I recommend all of you guys just get educated on it. Yeah. Like, what is a mutual fund? Does anybody know? What is an A share? What is a B share? Anybody know?
No, sir.
You sitting around the house on the Instagram, come on. What? Get educated on the stock market. If you want to have some money, learn how money works. Learn how real estate works. You better believe when this thing is over, some folks gonna be funny on their house, I might grab a couple. That's how I got to West Palm. Y'all want to be real? The real estate crisis hit in 2008, and folks were jammed up. I had some paper on the sideline. I came right to PJ Boulevard and bought me a condo right there next to the Cheesecake Factory. Y'all know what the Cheesecake Factory is? On Palm Beach Gardens. Mm-hmm. I bought a fat condo and I got a steal. And we fixed it up, man, doubled our money. Boom. Because I understood the real estate market is down, it's time for me to buy. When the real estate market is up, time for me to sell. It's just simple common sense. And I've owned 3-4 careers and pretty much made big money on all of them. And it ain't that smart, but this ain't the game that most black folks play. Most of us are in debt. A lot of us just trying to front for our friends. We got to have this nice car, living in an apartment. Like, no. Get your coin, get your paper right now so you can buy stuff, own stuff. My grandmother owns multiple houses. But it's all about being smart and being intelligent, honestly, and getting educated. So right now, everything is shut down. This is a great chance for you to learn the stock market. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
It's a great time to learn another language. My God, could you imagine if you're fluent in Spanish? This whole world could open up. You can do international business. You can go and sell eyelashes in Cuba. Seriously, you can go over to Spain. You can grow your business even bigger. Does that make sense? So I think big. The NBA's thinking big. I thought big about speaking, and I got it. So this is a chance to think big, but also put the work behind it. Does that make sense? A lot of people think big, but they don't want to put the work in. Nah, you got to think big and be willing to put the work in. Because sharks never stop what?
Swim.
They never stop moving, man. I work hard all day and then I go to bed. I work hard all day and then I collapse. I can't wait till tomorrow morning. I can't wait to get to work tomorrow morning. My competition in trouble. They're gonna be crying uncle.
And all of them have school. All of them have school tomorrow morning. They looking like that.
Well, how long is school?
2 hours, 3 hours. But they say they get a lot of work now. They get more work now because they're virtual. So yeah, it's a lot of work.
Man, listen, y'all seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seniors.
So y'all got what, a couple more weeks?
Yes.
Y'all can't tell me y'all can't spend an hour a day studying something that's going to have a profound impact in your future. Take 1 hour a day and just study the stock market. I promise you, you'll never forget tonight's conversation. It's 1 hour a day. Learn you another language. It's 1 hour a day, man. Invest some time into something that can change the game for you. Understand the stock market. Just take 1 hour a day, man. Y'all still young. In 5 years, you'll understand it. Am I right, Kenny?
You're right.
In 5 years, trust me, if you spend 1 hour a day, you will be fluent in another language. I promise you. But it depends what's important to you, though, honestly. I don't even watch TV. You ask my wife, I don't watch TV. I think TV is the biggest waste of time. I think TV is such a waste of time. Y'all over there watching Netflix. And all these shows are make-believe. And they messy. Full of drama. And they ain't no value, do you? Have you watched a TV show ever change your life? Nah, see,
can you like kind of sort of?
Honestly, I do not watch TV. I do not watch TV. I watch a ball game. I watch a little bit of the news. I don't really even like the news because they're negative. All they talk about what's wrong with it.
Negative.
I don't really watch the news that much. I grind all day. Look, I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, here an hour, Kitty. I'm gonna send y'all a bill. I'm gonna send y'all an invoice.
I told them to Google you when they get off and they'll see. But do you also, I mean, I know we got on everybody and I want you all to kind of say your final words. You'll be able to go back on and read all the live comments that were on here. But I hope that you feel just a little bit better. I know when you said, Walter, and you put it in the best perspective I could have ever thought about it when you said the cap and gown is just like the wedding. I mean, it doesn't change graduation. You still get that paper. You know, you still walk away with those accolades. That's. I know you like to dress up, Sean. I know you was gonna look sharp, but you still gonna be sharp. You still gonna be sharp. You still gonna have that moment. But I feel a little better. That made me feel better, even as a parent, to hear that even though you don't have that, it still doesn't take anything away from all the things that you've earned.
It doesn't. And congratulations. And one thing my dad used to tell me, when something's over, move on. When it's over, move on. So when my basketball career ended, it was like, move on, bro. Like when high school's over, move on. What's next? And attack it. That's what you do. When it's over, move on. What's next? You did high school, right? It's almost over. It just, the fat lady ain't sang yet. Did they even know that saying? It ain't over to the fat lady sang. You ever heard that one before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That fat lady about to sing, ain't she? She in the back talking about me. That fat lady about to sing. And as soon as she sang, move on, man. What y'all doing next after high school? What's next, Sean? What's next for you?
Me?
Yeah, your name's Sean? What's next, Sean? After high school, what's next?
I'm going to the Army Reserve and I'm gonna be a barber.
Boom, attack it. Khadijah, what's next?
I'm going to out-of-state university.
Have you decided which one? You said out of state. What did you say?
An HBCU.
Which one?
See, I'm having a college reveal party.
Okay. All my kids went to Howard, so I feel you. Whatever school you go to, attack it and get out of there in 4 years. None of this 5 year stuff. Get out of there in 4 years. Handle your business, and when college is over, move on. Sky, what you doing after high school?
After high school, I'm attending Nova Southeast University in Davie, Florida, the College of Psychology, and I continue my own entrepreneurship.
Okay. Hey, I think I know the president of Nova, I believe. I'm drawing a blank. Is it a black lady?
I think that it depends on what college you go to. I'm going to the College of Psychology, so I think it's a different president at that one.
Okay. I got to do some homework. I thought I knew the president. Corey, what you doing with high school over, bro? What's up?
My first year, I'm going to attend State College, and then my last 3, I'll be attending Florida Atlantic, where I'll study criminology, and I'll be a cadet at the West Palm Beach Police Department, aspiring to be a police officer.
Okay, good. You gonna let Sean cut your hair?
I'm gonna let Sean fade me up. I'm gonna let him fade me up.
Has he ever cut your hair before?
No. How much you charge?
Okay. Hey, Sean, hook him up, man. Don't be like gassing him up, man.
How much you charge, Sean?
How much I charge? I'm gonna start 9. I'm gonna start 9 at 10.
10. Okay. I like that.
Have you seen, wait. Have you seen some of his work?
I saw some of his work.
He got some skills?
He okay with the Clippers? No, I'm just playing. He good.
Okay.
He can cut hair.
You know, I grew up, you ain't sitting in anybody's chair.
No, hey, YouTube can change a lot.
That's good, man. Well, your face looks pretty tight, so you know, I got some confidence looking at your face. China, what's next?
I'm gonna go to an HBCU and I'm gonna major in criminal justice, and I would like to become a medical examiner. Then after I get the feel of that, I do want to own my own funeral home.
Wow, I got a buddy that owns one in Philly, make big money.
Well, hopefully you can invest in me soon in the future.
Well, we'll see. You ain't gonna be dancing. I figured you like trying to dance somewhere.
Talk about manifestation.
So that is your hobby. Dancing is your hobby.
Dancing is a hobby.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, hey, there it is. I know we got the popo coming. We got stylists coming. We got HBCUs and doctors and morticians coming, and that's a beautiful thing.
Politicians,
go girls. But whatever y'all do, attack it. And adversity hit it back. Why? Because sharks never stop moving. If y'all get a chance to get your hands on my book, it'll change your life, man. It's a story, it's a parable, it's a bestseller, and it's about a shark, a suckerfish, and a parasite. And if you know these three people, trust me, they're sharks, they're suckerfish, and they're parasite. I can't give you more than that, but when you read the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Kitty, thank you.
And it's audio, thank you. So I want to go down the list. So final words. I know it's getting late, but I just want you all to have a closing remark, because that's just the way we do things on the People of Power. And you all are now lifetime members of the show. So whatever you all have going on, please let me know. Walter, I've already made them sign a verbal contract that when they do blow up, that they will always come back to the People of Power, that I won't have to talk to their management. You know how you have to talk to your people people, that I will still get my exclusive interview when they are big and, you know, they've made it. So we're going to go down the opposite. I'm going to go down to Sean. Sean, give us some final words. You know, you could just say anything that you want to say, but just final remarks for tonight.
This interview has uplifted me and actually changed my perspective of the coronavirus stopping my graduation and stuff like that. And I needed this. And to see other people think like me or see stuff too, that helped me out. So it's not like I'm in this.
Okay.
Well said.
All right, Corey.
Like Sean, this has also really changed my mindset. I feel so much better going out of this, knowing not only, I felt like I was only going through it, but just to see everybody else going through it, it obviously doesn't, it's not a good thing, but it makes me feel better because I know that we're going to fight it together. And that wedding, comparing it to the wedding, I thought about that. You're going to stay married. The wedding doesn't matter, it's just one day. But the special thing is the marriage and how long you do it. So that really made me feel.
That's Sky.
Firstly, I just want to say thank you to Ms. London and Mr. Bond. I'm extremely appreciative of this interview. I know a lot of seniors wanted this opportunity. I'm blessed to have it. This interview and this talk with Mr. Bond and Ms. London was extremely helpful to, I believe, me and other seniors, and it helped change my perspective. Because I was pretty much over with senior year. I'm like, just college me, please. But it also helped me with future perspectives as far as my career and just where I want to navigate. And I'm gonna definitely do that shark comparison. Actually, Nova's mascot is actually a shark.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. Yep.
That's a sign.
That's it. Hey, that's it.
Okay, Jayla.
I want to definitely thank both of you for lighting a fire up under me to not just sit here and dwell on what's going on right now. And hopefully in the future, I look to seeing both of you. And I just want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, Kenidra? Miss Politician.
I want to thank you both for giving me this opportunity, and I would also like to thank the community for helping bring Adopt a Palm Beach County Senior to life and as big as it is today. I am so grateful and so thankful for you, Miss Kitty, for using your platform to spread the good works. You know, I'm just very thankful. And thank you, Mr. Bond, because you did light a fire just like she said, and this did give me a different perspective, but not only a different perspective, but a stronger one. So I would definitely take all your advice.
Love it. Hey, remember this, when adversity hits you, you hit it back. And you know what? Go and motivate your classmates. Because a lot of your classmates are struggling. They in their own head. Go be a source of inspiration to them. And trust me, they'll appreciate it. And they'll see you like, man, thanks for checking in on me because I'm struggling. And let them know, hey, man, but ain't nothing but a cap and gown. What you going to do after high school is the only thing that matters, right? I can't even remember my high school graduation. The next day, I was at the University of Minnesota. The next day, I had to fly to Minneapolis. And so I don't really even remember graduation. It's symbolic of you finishing high school. As long as you finish in high school, you don't need that cap and gown. You need to attack what's next so you can graduate from that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Now you all are, Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say this, God bless.
Okay, I was going to say that now you all are Shark ambassadors is what I call it. So you go and you spread the word and the knowledge. But I want to thank you all. Thank you all for trusting me. I want to thank your parents for allowing me to have you on my platform. Because let me tell you, I know each of them and you are their pride and joys. So for them to allow me, because I know they will take some earrings off about you all in a minute. So for them to allow me to have you on my show, I want to just thank the parents as well. I want to thank each and every one of you. And I know that you're going to be awesome and great. So this is a blueprint, a part of my blueprint. So you are the first Zoom high school crew that have been on the People of Power. And also my special guest, Mr. Walter Bond, even though we've sat together maybe 3 times now, but this is the first time he's been a special guest to inspire the youth. And thank you. And I just want you all to be blessed tenfold. And Walter, I know, again, your bill's usually high. Please charge us to the game. You know, I got you. But I just wanted to thank you for coming on. And you've actually helped some grown-ups who've been watching the show. I know I couldn't get through all the comments because we would have been here another hour. But I just want to thank you all. I know you're sleepy. But thank you, Corey. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Kenidra.
Thank you.
Taylor. Thank you, Sky. And again, Walter. And I want to thank God for allowing this to be possible. So when we end this, please, everyone who's watching, make sure you share. And again, like you said, now you hold the torch. Young men and young women, you need to be the ambassadors. Call your friends tomorrow, check up on them, let them know what you learned, and let them see the video and to see how you came from feeling one way and now you're leaving the video feeling another. And that's transformation. All right?
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. I will be in the Palm Beach Post tomorrow, so please go buy your newspaper.
Yes.
We will.
Yeah, she's going to be in the Post tomorrow. So,
we're going to check it out.
And you remember, you all, the deal. I don't care how big you get. I need that interview. Don't forget me now. Don't get too big because I'm going to pull up this video. Okay, because I'm going to pull up this video and remind you what you said.
That's right.
All right, you all have a great night. I know you got a lot of work to do. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.